Good morning. Hello. We are live. You are joining me. It is 5 a.m., 5:05 to be exact. And we're holding ourselves accountable to make sure we are up and rolling, taking advantage of the time that we have here, trying to improve our performance. This is your host, Tanner DeWitt. I am a life coach for real estate agents. Specifically, I help the most with agents improving their energy to stay consistent with their actions throughout the day. I help them with their focus, and I help them with just proper placement of habits at the right times to make the most sense for you. And that is why I'm continuing to focus on the one-on-one versus group. So in coaching, secrets out a lot of times, you make a lot more money when you're working with groups. It's just the scalability of it. A lot of business coaches, when talking to coaches, talk about this, how working with someone in a group fashion, you can just get more people in the door and you can make more money. However, I'm going to continue to keep the one-on-one model within my coaching just because it dramatically is more effective in a lot of ways. So if you're looking for coaching, depending on pricing, because one-on-one coaching can be extremely expensive, I give my highest regards to one-on-one coaching before a group, before anything else, to try that, to kind of see how that goes. Specifically, maybe you're asking yourself, did I learn better in the classroom or did I learn better with my tutor? That could be a question you ask yourself to kind of reflect on, what kind of setting do I want to be in? Do I want to be more in an organization with people who can hold me accountable? Or did you do better with a specialist, with someone who is very focused, just solely using your situation and your resources to try and help you get to the next step? That's more so one-on-one coaching versus group coaching's a little lighter, probably a little less productive, but you get a lot of morale, a lot of camaraderie, and things like that, seeing other people do well in their own space, that sometimes the group setting can be good. If you're not just now joining us, we've been quickly going over whether doing one-on-one coaching or getting in a group setting might be better for you, to kind of lay out your parameters moving forward. So say if you're in a certain type of business and you are looking for pieces that you're not particularly good at. So say if you're really creative, you want to do the design within the business and you're terrible with things like marketing, maybe technology or something like that. Maybe a group coaching setting would be good if the other members, if you've scanned and viewed it, see that their skills or traits might be helpful to place kind of within your own situation to help push you forward. Versus if you're simply just not doing something because you keep saying, I can't do it, or you keep saying, I don't have time, or you're making up some other bullshit excuse that we both know isn't true. So in those situations, I would say if it's something that you just need to be taking action on, one-on-one coaching can be really great, because there's usually a reason for us not to take action on something, some type of limiting belief holding us back. And that's what takes us into today's questions. So today's Fridays are fun and special. One, because this morning I wanted to snap my alarm clock in half and wanted no part of doing a 5 a.m. show, getting up, holding myself accountable. Not an inch of me wanted to do this morning, to be honest with you. So whenever I feel like not doing something I know I should be doing, then I wait 10 minutes from 4:30 to 4:30. I was like, can I do this? Am I going to do this? Do I still want to do this? And after 10 minutes, I decided, yes, that this show and in helping people, impacting people, finding more real estate agents to coach, to continue to marketing, to continue to practice what I preach on these videos and everything I do with the people I love and connect with, then I'm going to get up. And then I take a shower, a cold shower. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, Tanner, I would never do that. Well, you're probably sleeping too. So taking a shower and putting a suit on or some type of professional dress, something that makes you feel sharp, something that makes you feel clean, like makes you feel focused. Anything that you can do to help aid with this stuff instead of going back to bed, getting tricky and creative with it. So on those mornings when you don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything, maybe take a shower, maybe put on some professional clothing, see if kind of seeing yourself in that position. And the last note on that is if I have a suit on, I'm not going to go lay in my bed and take a nap or go to sleep. So usually try to encourage people, if you're working at home, try not to be too comfortable, because that's when being comfortable makes it usually pretty hard to take focus and take action on the stuff that you actually know you want and need to be getting done. So you're asking, okay, great. So I'm not sure if I want to work with a group. I'm not sure if I want to work with an individual. Say if you're a real estate agent, you're looking to work with me. And in general, you want to just be better at selling your business, selling yourself, selling your story, or something along these lines. Well, the organization that I'm actually in asks some really great questions more for a one-on-one basis. So use these questions and make sure you're able to answer these questions in a decent format. What we're going to do is I'm going to lay these questions out, and then I'm going to let you guys think about them, hold on to them, use them, and then I can answer them myself. And then you can kind of mix and match off. Maybe my answer is helpful. Maybe it pulls you and pushes you in the complete opposite direction, whatever it may be. But you really should be able to answer these questions if you want to sound confident within what it is, your business that you're doing, and just getting people to better understand you. And embracing more so the model, people buy why you do it. They buy why you do what you do, not what you do. So being really powerful with the why. I suppose first question would be just that. Why do you do what you do? Well, I do. Okay. Question. I should include this. You know what? I'm just going to include this. Let's go ahead and write it out on the whiteboard. Why do you do what you do? Okay. Why do you do what you do? So explaining why you do what you do will just kind of get apart and will lead us a little bit into our next question. But why do I do what I do? I do what I do because there's this like personal energy or kind of like interaction with people. I genuinely like people, and there's something that when we figure out and we really take action on what it is that we need to do to improve themselves, we can use that. There's nothing like personal experience. And when you improve, when I am on here and you watch this video, say 2 hours later at 7 a.m., and you get up 10 minutes earlier to 6:50, And then you're able to tell your brother and your sister about how you've been getting up earlier, how you've been journaling, how you're figuring your stuff out. When I hear this justifies chucking the alarm clock across the room at 4:30. Why do I do what I do? I chase good feelings pretty hard, quite often, whether through breathing exercises, meditation, working out, eating healthy foods. I want to feel very good. I'm a little selfish in that regard. And if you would ask me, my younger self, this, it'd be wild to think, but giving a actionable step and talking from true experience, like, yes, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I explain it to somebody, and then I lay out what I'm doing with my journaling. I lay out what I'm doing with my business planning, with my nutritionist, my life coach, and I'm laying out all these parameters to really gain clarity on what I want out of my life, and then someone else gains ground on that. It's like a coating of satisfaction that is pretty, I wouldn't say so much like intimate, but I'm having a hard time think of how to describe it. And that's why you continue to write this out in your journal, because I've been thinking about this question for a long time, and your answer will and probably change. And that's okay, because these aren't ultimatums. Coaching, the business you want to jump into, thankfully, you probably don't have a gun to your head and you don't need to do anything, but you get to do this kind of stuff. So what do you get to do in this lifetime? Why do you do what you do? And if you can't come up with a good reason day after day after day of journaling it, you might need to do something else. If it doesn't just pull out of you and really feel good to say, it's not in alignment with what you're doing, then you're probably heading down the wrong track, and you should turn around and go back, write in the book, figure out what it is that you want to do, and then have that why and anchor with you. And when you talk to somebody, and I'm like, why do you do what you do? I was talking to this person the other day. I was like, why do you do what you do? It's like, well, one of my children had gotten very sick, and knowing the pain that my wife and I had felt, I refused to let this continue to escalate and go on. There had to be someone who could come in and maybe hopefully try and make a difference with being, he's a children's doctor. So, but started late and going back into the game, then felt like he was wasting his time, his life, because he was a lot older. But the why and the impact made it so easy for me to want to connect with him, me want to listen to him more. It's okay to tell people why you do what you do. Just don't brag about the stuff that you're doing to get there along the way, right? Next question. So after you answer, why do you do what you do? What sets you apart from other coaches? Okay, this would be plugging your own industry. But what sets you apart from other coaches? Why work with you? So what sets you apart, and why should I give you money? Right, put it plainly. Why should real estate agents work with me and not other life coaches? I would say because I have a real estate company, and it's part of what I do. And all of the rituals and the practices of what I do day in, day out, I will never tell you to do something that I do not personally do myself. This isn't, and a lot of times coaches are a lot older, they're like retired, and this is more of a partnership in the sense of I'm out here doing this to maximize my energy, to maximize my focus, to help improve my habits. I'm working out multiple times a day. I'm eating and cooking the good foods that we talk about in the coaching. I'm doing the breathing exercises with you. I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning. I've met tons of coaches, and most of them don't get up that early. Most of them don't have other businesses. And I truly believe this immersion and connection with trying to control the chaos, to improve the energy, to make sure we're focused one thing at a time, staying diligent and improving habits as we're just gaining life experience and trying to weigh the waters. That's what truly makes me think that sets me apart, is the application and the process within it all. And I've been a real estate agent. I own rental properties. So this demographic, I really care about these people, and I see burnout. I see lack of motivation. I see a waste of, just simple, to be blunt, just a waste of time. Real estate agents checking the MLS twice a day, like just looking up, making one post on Instagram, thinking that it'll build over time and this and that, or they beat themselves up. They're like, I don't know why this is working. I'm doing everything right. And we're not using all of our tools and resources. So when you're out of balance and out of alignment, my coaching will transform us to get back on track with that, to get what we ultimately want. So what sets you apart from other coaches? I would say the willingness to jump on here, scream ideas for free at 5 a.m. Match me, bro. Where are the other coaches? Come on. Where are we at? Where's the energy? Where's the other businesses? I'm right here. I'm trying to learn. I'm not arrogant enough to think that by any means that there's not tons and tons of other amazing coaches out there. I just know truly in the bottom of my heart, I put 100% into this shit. And if you give me a chance, I will maximize your energy. I will maximize your focus. I will help improve your habits. And if you're not satisfied with it, I'll guarantee all the money back. I don't give a shit. I know this stuff works. If you're actually willing to do it and you do want to change, then Jody High Roller, if you're that worried about money and coaching, then use me. And then if it don't work, give it right back. Last question for the day. What type of person do you prefer to work with? What type of person do you prefer to work with? This is a good one-on-one question. You're getting a good idea of the other person's values. What do they want to see out of the client? And there's this rule that 90% of the work is done in the first 10% of the process. Say it again. The first 90% of the work is done in the first 10% of the process. Just laying expectations out with people on the front end. Excuse me. Laying expectations out with people on the front end is extremely powerful and can help guide and just make everything easier throughout. And you're not wasting your time working with someone who is only doing damage to your time, your energy, your business. There's so many people out there that you don't have to work with people who you think are garbage and you don't want to be around. It's pretty awesome. You don't have to if you don't want to. And just asking yourself plainly, okay, is it a marketing thing? Do I just need more clients in the door? Or am I willing? Or, okay, I hate marketing for my business. I hate reaching out to people. I hate searching for new clients. If you hate that much and you're not willing to do it, then yes, you will need to suck it up, keep it, appease people who you may and may not like. Everything is a trade-off in some regards, but just being very clear on that. And you can, when you ask this type of question, you can usually hear inflection in someone's voice about what it is that is for them. And then before you try and sell them, okay, so they prefer this type, they hold values in this, I am going to do this, or I'm not going to do this. And kind of maybe doing yourself a little bit of legwork on the front end to try and help and save on the back end. Stress, waste of time, stuff like that. Like if you're a coaching client, one of my coaching clients in the first, so I'm younger, I'm newer to the business. I'm trying to grow and get more clients. So very hungry, jumping on clients as soon as if I can just get a check, I'm going for it. And then I had a client who showed up 10 minutes late to multiple sessions, just canceled on me multiple times. And then I canceled on the contract. I was like, dude, I will take for the sessions that we've done and I'll give you your money back. Life's too short and there's too many real estate agents or people out there who can just really rock and jive. If you are in the right mindset and you have the willingness to push yourself, we can do incredible things. So I don't have time to waste with people who don't truly want to make the changes, who don't want to go push themselves. I'm a little more on the extreme end, but that's why I guarantee results. So it's a back and forth. It's a double-edged sword. I'm not the type of coach who's probably going to sit around and wait for you to want to answer hard questions and to get a good, clear understanding of where we're at. I'm probably not going to do that. I wouldn't be the right coach for you. I'm going to be coming at it a little bit more full head of steam, and we're going to really make a lot of traction and be as efficient as possible with your time, your life, your business, your connections, your family and stuff like that. If that's the type of vibe that you prefer, then I'm a good coach for you. But if not, then we would know that on the front end by asking these powerful questions. So today, going back over the questions, I will leave these in the description below where I can add little comments to them. But essentially, you're going to be able to answer, why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? What sets you apart from other people in your industry? Why should I pay you? Why should I pay you? You're a personal trainer. Why should I pay you and not the 10,000 other personal trainers? You have to have an answer. And it might not be the right answer and it may not be the best answer, but you need an answer and you need to continue to work on and improve that answer as you communicate with more people. I promise it sounds like, well, man, T-Dog, I don't do anything special. Everybody already does what I do. Yes and no. You're an individual, so you're going to have quirks, and you just need to sit down. And I'd argue everyone who's ever told me that has never sat down for more than 5 minutes and tried to answer the question truthfully. Write out your strengths, write out your weaknesses, circle a couple strengths, and try and pick a pitch. I haven't met anyone who actually sat down and wrote it out and wasn't able to come up with something relatively pretty good. So, and if you won't do it by yourself, talk to T-Dog and we'll answer your question. And lastly, what type of person do you work with? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to be filling in your time? Who do you want to be growing and connecting with? Keep these things top of mind. It's Freaky Fast Friday with lots of questions. We're coming into it. It was a little bit of a slow start, but we suited up. We got a cold shower. If you're just now joining us, if you're still laying in bed and you do want to get up, you do want to get out, you do want to stay on top of that next project, that next business idea, writing out and journaling your ideas and being very clear on what it is you want to do and bring into this world. These are deep thoughts, and that's why we don't waste any time, and we have this show at 5 a.m. Fumble. All right, fam. I will be seeing you all on Monday, 5 a.m. We'll be back with the show. We're going to keep this rolling. If we can inspire just a few people to get up 10 minutes earlier, to start one positive habit, one activity, then we've won. If we can help each other start creating content and pushing this stuff into a positive direction, who knows what we can do? If we can have some type of ripple effect and not, it's like I have 3 viewers in here, we're early on, but that's just kind of part of it. And some will and some won't. Some will show back up Monday. Some will dive into these questions and some won't. And if you are the person who some won't, just don't be surprised if you don't feel very good. The entrepreneur police don't come with the guns if you don't blow your business up a certain amount. The entrepreneur police don't come if you don't get up early. Big man upstairs doesn't come down if you don't take action on whatever it is you need to be doing for the day, working out, losing that weight you said you want to be doing. No one does it for you. No one does it for you. So we know this. So please remember that this is for you. For you. Not me. Not your mom. Not your dad, not your family members, not your girlfriend, not people on Instagram across the world. It's for you. This is what you live with. So please just ask yourself, what do I want? Am I doing enough of what I need to be doing to get what I want? Because if you say no, then you will feel like shit over the long haul. Not today, not tomorrow, could be longer down the road. Well, we want to live in a life where we feel fulfilled, we feel proud, we feel happy with the progress and everything that we're doing. So, your real estate agent coach, T-Dog, I digress. I'll jump off here. But thanks again. Please feel free to like, comment, share the video. We're trying to spread this positive content and grab these coaching questions for yourself to see if they can help you in when you're connecting with people one-on-one, selling your business, and so forth. Happy Friday. See you guys on Monday.